The girl who had silently endured her boyfriend's 18 affairs today suddenly said, "Let's break up." Seeing this, the man was shocked because for the past few years, this girl had always been obedient to him. That's why he thought this must be some new trick of hers to get his attention. But what he didn't know was that she had already planned to discard him from her life long ago. Actually, since the beginning, the girl knew he was a born playboy, and she stayed with him not for long, but for the thrill of being with a handsome man without any responsibility. Knowing this, the girl saw their relationship as nothing more than a casual game. That's when she understood why, despite his constant cheating, she never felt true pain. When she had met this man for the first time, the girl had fallen for the cool lead singer on stage. That's why ever since then, she pretended to be a sweet and docile girl just to win his affection. But he never truly loved her. When the girl thought she could see other men, she secretly saw him flirting with another girl named Lin Chen. That's when she found out the real game had just begun. She realized she was just a placeholder. The real prize for him was his own freedom. Meanwhile, her mother called, forcing her to return home for an arranged marriage with her childhood friend. On hearing that, the girl immediately agreed, but on one new condition for herself. She must conquer the best man she could find before settling down. The next morning, without a second thought for her ex-boyfriend, she went to her office and saw the new CEO, realizing she had found her perfect target. But this new target was no stranger. He was the fiancé from her arranged marriage, who had been waiting for years. Her friend reminded her, "Your fiancé has waited 6 or 7 years for you." But little did she know, the man she was describing was standing right behind her. So, she confidently told her friend he was probably old and ugly. Seeing his target's hilarious misjudgment, the CEO couldn't help but smile. So the man decided to play along with her little game. When she accidentally met him at the elevator, he praised her work report. "Your financial report is very clear," he said. "I like it very much," because he knew this was all part of her plan to seduce him. After their chat, her colleagues stared at the girl with jealousy. But the real twist came when we found out this CEO was the same little brother who she had playfully proposed to as a child. Seeing that he had waited years for her, but he only knew she was now with a playboy boyfriend who cheated on her. And because she thought her fiancé was someone else entirely, the girl launched a full-on seduction plan against her future husband. When in reality, the old and ugly man she mocked was the handsome CEO she desperately wanted. The girl, proud of her flirtatious encounter, stormed out of the elevator, saying she was ready for her next move. But just then, her ex-boyfriend called and drunkenly demanded she pick him up from a club. The girl refused, but her ex-boyfriend just locked onto his own arrogance and threatened a breakup. At the office, while the CEO was listening to her difficult phone call, the girl went to the side to deal with it. Just then, some colleagues started gossiping about her new target. Only when she overheard them did she finally feel a sense of victory. At that moment, suddenly, she decided to go to the club and end things once and for all. But what did CEO do? He only gave her a piece of advice while the girl prepared for the final battle. After arriving, the girl said, "I'm here to take you home." Just then, her ex-boyfriend came forward and cruelly said, "That depends on my mood." But the girl couldn't tolerate his arrogance anymore, and directly started her performance of a heartbroken lover. Because of this, her ex-boyfriend felt even more smart. So, to take revenge for her defiance, he got close to another girl right in front of her. She was in tears, nearly collapsing, when she spotted the perfect moment to break free. And that's when she found out the entire crowd was on her side, urging her to leave him. Now, what will happen next?